So it's a project in Uganda and Ghana and Burkina Faso. It's about developing and testing what we call a technology applicability framework, or in short, the nickname is the TAF. So the TAF is a framework that is that shall be used in future, so that any new technology that comes in one country, so that it can go through a thorough process of testing, and so that a decision can be taken whether it's an appropriate technology or not. It has two main stages. First, there is a brief assessment, just to see whether the technology really makes any sense in a given context and whether there is a need. And then the second step is the assessment itself. And this is where LCCA, or at least part of it, comes in play. So in that assessment part, we have a number of dimensions that we look like social, environmental, economical, of course, and as you can imagine, this is where LCCA comes in. And what we are interested in there is the affordability. If a technology is way too expensive, this is probably not going to be sustainable. So we have an indicator in that assessment which looks at this aspect of affordability. And to be more specific, what we use under the LCCA is mainly CAPEX, so capital expenditure, OPEX, operational and minor maintenance, which is more on the user's side, and CAPMANEX, the bit more important repairs that are needed. Contrarily to Ghana or Burkina Faso, we do not have really LCCA applied there yet. It has not been really introduced. A few organizations start using it, but it's not really fully embedded there. So one of the big challenges, one of those challenges when we do these assessments under WASHTech for a given technology is to really find the costs, because it's not really documented how much, for example, a given hand pump costs first. The capital expenditure is not too difficult to find, but the others, like the CAPMANEX and the OPEX, are more difficult to find. So the way the assessment under WASHTech is done, it's really a multi-stakeholder process where everybody is meeting. You have quite often the manufacturer of the given technology is invited. You have also suppliers of that technology. You have, for example, in the case of a hand pump, you have hand pump mechanics who know exactly what it costs to buy a spare part, what they charge when they do a repair, and so on. So it's basically in a kind of workshop setting. We pick on the brains of those various peoples to find out what, for a given technology, the CAPEX, OPEX, and CAPMANEX costs would be.